establishes.
Automatically?
Well, I do
It's
have
not
no.
automatically.
Well, it automatically establishes the Wi-Fi connection, but I still have to authenticate to the network.
Yeah, first of all, you should be registered, and you should have a slot.
Right.
So
Yeah.
permission.
No, I still have to authenticate. It establishes the connection. I get a deep. I get.
This was
One of these.
No. I get. I get the DNS and the IP address and all that stuff automatically, but I still have to authenticate. You still have to authenticate to the faculty server to be able to do
How
it.
difficult it is to
In other
get one of
words,
these
you
portable
registered until
mics as a setup.
What's that?
in a classroom
you
for
registered
one of
this
these.
device.
What do you want to do with it?
Because
Like, do you want to use it as a
because
microphone?
of security.
Okay. So this is not a microphone. This is just a headset to record something.
Have full access for our network.
Yeah, but
Correct.
It's just stuck there.
no, but what he wants is a microphone to project your voice, correct?
Yes.
That's totally different. Yeah, that's a
Okay. That
microphone
I
to
don't
capture.
I don't have any.
It doesn't. It's not amplified.
This one's mine.
She doesn't amplify.
Yeah.
Talk to Rex, I guess. Yeah.
It's great to meet you, Jim.
Oh, it was nice meeting you too, Cindy. Welcome to the
Thanks. See you during
I'm sure I'll be seeing you.
Great, thanks.
Okay, I already have class.
Yeah. Let me just give me a few minutes here, and I'll
I'm in the loop.
okay. Ready? Hey, Gautam.
Good job.
20 minutes goes by, or 30 minutes goes by.
I know,
fast,
which is
doesn't it?
good.
Yeah. Well, and people were interested too, so.
Yeah. Rex Smith, if you look him up on the directory, just email him. Next one is Stella, to have her wired up first.
So we need to talk to them about
Blueberry.
Who's the first name on the list, Rachel?
Stella Smith.
No, on the
Yes.
your friend.
You know, his car wasn't damaged.
Facultyweb.ggc.edu. I gotta keep that in mind. Check it out.
No, that's fine.
It's funny we have someone
Everybody's connecting. Like, this is the cubby. It comes with all the stuff that you're going to connect to. So, where's the little, is this where they're connecting their computers? And this little
Yes.
this
You
is
connect to
computer.
that's all you need to do.
This is sound and internet. Each classroom has a different version of that, and they have this. But you can come in and I can walk you
Okay, that'd be
through it.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. That'd be wonderful. Thanks so much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
That's funny, there's a teacher named David Cook. So I was the American Idol person.
I know him.
Really?
He was. So you need to be hooked up first?
So I thought we were the challenge.
A little bit, and then just how to, just how they should, the process that they need to go through to get a website, and then there's two of us here. There's Jim, but yeah, just click into my webpage and all that, and I'll just say a few words.
All right.
When you clip the mic on, make sure it's really close to your mouth.
I know. I don't think you got Stephanie. She was holding it down here.
All right, here.
And this one, sir. I agree. Yeah, I don't even know. Is that close enough?
No?
Yeah, she should really be up
I
there.
don't like wearing it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that gonna be good for you? Is that enough space to move around? That's fine. Okay.
Stella, you want to log into your website?
We're gonna have categories. Do you have the pictures of we're just kind of, okay.
Yeah. So I'll have you logged in. So this will be your site, and I'll open up a new tab.
So we'll be.
By the way, I filled up more snacks, so I wasn't doing my
So we have. This is around the right time for. This is just a few minutes.
Yeah, we are actually
That's fine.
on schedule.
Yeah, we're fine. And then we need
There is-
to get in here and talk. It probably would have been good if you talked about it right after
Jim?
Jim, right after
Okay.
Jim. But so we'll let's just take a few minutes, and then we'll go right to Eris. I
Okay.
think, don't you? Without a break, just go right to Eris.
Okay. You can do that.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, well, we're almost.
I think we're okay,
We're
don't you
okay.
think?
We're okay.
So, full house. It was full house. That was cool. No, I don't think I've seen her yet. So there's Stephanie. Okay, so I'll talk about the challenges very quickly, talk about how easy it is, and then I'll play a 1 minute of that clip because that was very powerful, I think. With this clip right here. Then, yeah. Okay. I mean, start. I mean. Not introduce, but like. No. Ring it.
Okay, everyone will get started again. I have to introduce one of the greatest individuals in the world, Dr. Stella Smith, the director of the CTE, and Gautam Saha. You've heard his name a lot, our instructional designer. They're going to tell you about Open Scholar.
Okay. The page that you see here is facultyweb.ggc.edu. This was a page that we had for the last 3-4 years as a way for faculty to create professional websites. Now, one of the reasons why faculty need a domain in cyberspace to build a profile for the website is for a lot of reasons. You might go to a conference and you might want to point people to your website. You may have resources, publications, your achievements, awards, all that kind of stuff. So this was the old way to do it, where you had to have Dreamweaver installed on your computer, or you had to have some kind of a web editor. You had to create your site. You had to know the software. That was a learning curve. Once you had the file created, you had to use FTP to upload it to the server. You had to get FTP password and username. There was a lot of bottlenecks. That's the old way of doing websites. Nobody does websites like that anymore unless you really love HTML and you want to go deep into HTML, which is very hard to do. Again, so the point was we were looking for a solution for our faculty to be able to quickly go in, point, click, and build a dynamic microsite of their own with their own domain name on it. And so we found a tool called Open Scholar. It's a tool that's built on open source application called Drupal. And some guys at Harvard customized the code, and they have released it for free. And we feel that this is the website, this is the tool that can help each and every faculty at GGC to create a site within minutes, basically. So as you can see, this is the main landing page. These are all profiles of people, and there are more profiles behind that. So it is point-and-click Web 2.0 technology. So the best way to see the features of this is to show you a very short video of that. And then if you have any questions, you want to have an account, and you want to create your own site, send me an email, and we'll make an account for you. And it's got directions on what to do. And here it is.
Project begins with the assumption that scholars need modern, highly dynamic, full-featured websites which can be created easily and managed with absolutely no technical skills or special software. And we're choosing a beautiful and elegant look and feel for one site could not be easier. Launching a new site is as easy as clicking the large orange button on the project homepage. Fill out your username, your email address, your desired domain name, and you're done. Now log in, click through to the control panel, and begin enabling the features that you would like on your website. Begin adding content, and your website is ready to go.
That is quick, isn't it?
Record of one publication, now made more available than ever for citation. Add a calendar, classes, links, software, blog entries, announcements, and so much more. Log into your site using a browser from any computer in the world, giving you access to your site's control panel. Or create content from directly within your site. Your changes are live on your site. Publications can be imported using BibTeX or other importable formats, or add manually as you publish. Once added, they can be easily imported directly to your annual activity report. Your site's control panel enables you to change the look and feel of your site. For instance, color scheme. Your control panel gives you access to all your material, which can be filtered and updated in bulk. Customize specific features. Choose the specific bibliographic format you prefer. choose what should go on your front page. Determine the layout and structure of your site in the control panel by simply dragging and dropping widgets to various regions and sections in your site. These widgets not only add useful navigation, but provide your site with a dynamic, automated flow of new information. Even adding a new photo, perfectly cropped, is easy in the control panel. Editing text directly in your browser is as easy to do as any word processing program. Edit the HTML source directly if you prefer, or to work with no distractions, use full screen mode. Choose from one of the many elegant visual themes that are available, or import your own. Manage users and official members of your site, such as faculty assistants, and, despite the system being as simple to use as we believe it is, if you ever get lost, take advantage of helpful documentation and tutorial videos available at every turn. The Scholars Websites Project, a new tool for academics everywhere.
Okay, now Stella will show how easy it was for her to create her site. Sorry.
I'm no expert on this. Can you hear? Is that it's on? I'm definitely not an expert on the Scholar Web, but what I did is just what Gautam told me to do. So I kind of went in. And of course, yes, but he's next door to me. That's the difference. I mean, it's wonderful. So, I went in there and I told Gautam, I said, I really need to, I'm going to a conference and I've got a lot of resources on hybrid courses and blended learning. And I don't want to take anything with me. I just want to be able to tell people at these presentations, here's where you can go to see my material, even though a lot of my conferences are technology-based and you can upload, but it's limited. So I just wanted to be able to do that. And so, Gautam said, well, why don't you just put everything out there in Open Scholar? And so that's what I did. So once I started working on it, it was just so easy to work with. And of course, Gautam is just, for you guys, a telephone call away or an email call away. And so I started using it for a lot of things. So Gautam, if you just click, just this main screen here is my bio, and on the side here are some upcoming events. So, I was just kind of thinking, okay, I would just put some things in for you guys today. So with the tech fair, the schedule is in there, and notice I have some calendar events in there as well. So it very nicely shows this. So I can even send my students there if I desire. For instance, let's go down to classes. If you go down to classes and click there, you'll see that I've actually put some things in for my class, alerting students that this is a hybrid course and what that means, etc. So, without them being logged in, they haven't been uploaded as students. The class hasn't been opened yet. You could, if students ask you about your course, you could have it out there in that way. It's a public site. There are some things I've locked down, like the very first item on the left-hand side is the Master Teacher Program. I've locked that down because I'm working on it, and I don't want it open to everybody, so you can do that. And of course, let's go to presentations. You can see some presentations. You can see links. So click on links, and when I went to this conference, I said, everybody, here are some really good people that have done a lot with hybrid learning, or that the journal articles are really outstanding. There it is. So, you know, it's just a wonderful resource for me in that way. And you can put your publications in there, put a short bio in there like I did, and then scroll down maybe and just show hybrid courses at GGC, because we're having Christine Riley come in at the very end and just talk a little bit about our hybrid initiative. And there are some key things that I wanted to talk about at this conference, and so I put the links up there, and I worked off of Open Scholar. So it worked really well for me and has worked really well for me, and I've got my picture up there, and you know, and I can change it and edit it very easily. In fact, if you scroll, you'll see right here where it says admin, and if you click on admin, it lets you go in and you're in the view where you're actually editing things, and I can edit very easily. So I just love the tool. I use it a lot, and I'm sure that some other faculty that are in the room here may want to add something because they've all been working with it as well. Jim, do you want to say anything? Or?
Sure. I started using it after again, I found it very easy to use. Let's talk about it. Oh, you need this to record. Yeah, I found it very easy to use. I might not be a good example because I actually like to do HTML, but and I actually sort of like Dreamweaver too. And so I had one on the faculty website, but it was sort of a pain that you had to synchronize things back and forth. Some of them, other servers like that, it's more seamless between your laptop and the server. Now I have to admit, for classes, I wasn't sure what to put up. Rather, I think your idea of putting up a web page that actually describes it so they can get to it. So I thought, well, what do I do? So I kind of copied and pasted some stuff from Banner. And so if you click on the link, it just takes you to the Banner link, which is, I didn't know what to do. Because now, like on the faculty web, I had already sort of uploaded some pages that I already had. Yeah, I actually have a server that I have a link to. Oh, where'd it go? My link's gone. Or is that a link? No, it's on my bio page. Okay, I need to fix that. Yeah, that I was. Yeah, there we go. I actually do a lot of DNA sequencing, and this is a little server they let me set up where you can look at the different sequences. So. It's nice to have a place that's easy to jump off from to find it. And so, yeah, I think having some information out there for the students ahead of time is good. One thing that I spent a bit of time on was like the CV and publications. I just hate typing in publications and stuff. So I probably spent more time than I should have on doing the importing of them. You can. It will export into a number of different formats like BibTeX, and so I went around and found some server that had a lot of my publications in it that had BibTeX format, and it worked pretty well. I had to kind of, like the title was duplicated or something like that. I had to do a little bit of cleaning up on it, but I found that a lot easier to do. And a lot of the publications now, of course, there's an online link to your publication, and so I was able to sort of get that to work as well, I think. So having done it lots of different ways, by far this was the easiest way to do, and I think it's going to be something that's going to be easy for everyone to do. I think it's good. Got any questions about it?
Yes.
all over the world.
Yeah, it's out there. Yeah, and that's why I shut down. There's some things I'm working on that I don't want out, and so I just lock it up, and it's password protected.
So if I Google, like if somebody Googled your name or
Yep.
something like that.
That's where they would.
Yep.
But it will take some time for the Google search engine to build the index to find you. But as you put content in, it will find you ultimately.
You said at the beginning if we wanted to build it, we'd need to.
Yeah, just email me and I set up an account for you. The server automatically sends you an instruction on how to build your website, gives you a temporary password, and you're on your way. So within a few clicks, you can have a shell with your titles you want, and it's that easy. And that's the advantage of this tool compared to what we had before, which was HTML, Dreamweaver, FTP. Even if you want to change a word, you have to FTP it back to override it. So that's not
Last generation.
that's
It's old stuff.
and
Yeah.
and some of the things that you can do here that you cannot do with Dreamweaver unless you know Dreamweaver inside out. If you have like Twitter feeds, you can embed your Twitter feed inside your web page. If you want to subscribe, if you have like RSS feeds, you can embed that. So there are a lot of things that you can do with one click that would have taken a lot of coding on Dreamweaver. So there's power to this way of doing things. And also it's very effective because you can change themes and palettes with one click.
Are there any issues with, from a copyright standpoint, of uploading publications?
Well, it is your website and it is hosted on the GGC server, so we do have a disclaimer here. So it's your responsibility. This is your website, so what you put up there is something that identifies what you want to do. So if it's open creative license, then there's no problem. Or if it's something that you've authored, then there's no problem. But if you link to some page, then that's okay too, because it's just a link.
The admin is only available for the person who put up the page.
Correct. Let me,
that's the edit
yeah,
mode.
exactly. So for example, on this page, you won't see an admin page because this is a public viewer looking at Jim's page. Now when Jim logs in, Jim will have all the controls he has, but you won't.
Isn't there a problem with copyright issues if you know, like I've got a couple book chapters, but I don't own the copy?
Then you probably
I can't
don't
post
want to
it.
post it
Which
on
I
your
think is
personal.
what Doug's question is too. If you
I've gotta
publish in a
ask their
journal, you
permission
can't
before I can do that.
replicate that article.
And just-
Right. Right.
But you can always
Say
say,
that I didn't
You can put the
understand.
citation.
you can put
Yeah.
the citation.
Right.
What I was signing away. Yeah, the citation, right?
Yeah, the citation is fine.
I mean, you could also ask the journal
Claim the glory.
For permission.
Permission, right.
Yeah. Or at least an abstract up there.
That's the way that
Say.
works.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you very much.
If you're a newcomer, you haven't signed in, I